Shakespeare. He is with us everywhere, traveling through the ages in varied appearances, but his presence is eternally in our lives. So much has he contributed to our society, words, phrases, lessons, culture, that we scarcely notice his mark anymore. People have accepted him as a permanent fixture in their lives because of the trust he built with his enormous audience. His plays outline and emphasize human conditions, emotions, situations, which audiences can easily relate to. Unlike fairy tales or other stories designed for their gentle and subtle instruction, his works are brutally honest and real, warning readers of the perils of human error. From the undying hatred between the Montagues and Capulets, to the greed and lust for power of Macbeth, Shakespeare covers it all.
The most beautiful sound I ever heard. Maria, Maria, Maria. All of the most beautiful sounds in a single word. Maria, 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 Maria.
The real fascination in Shakespeare's legacy is just that, his immortal legacy. Not only has he managed to live on for century after century, but he captivates his audience with the same words and lines that were read during Elizabethan days. Why? According to Thomas Foster, because of the beauty of those words, those lines, and those plays. Foster is indeed correct. Shakespeare has attained a sort of sacred text level of authority because of his exquisite work. Not just any writer becomes universally known. Not just any writer composes lines that one need only mention to get recognition from another.
Verona, for a while I take my leave. To see my friends in Padua, and what a fortuitous gale it is that blows me here. Such wind as scatters young men through the world to seek their fortunes farther than at home, where small experience grows. Thus it stands with me, that I have thrust myself into this maze. Crowns in my purse I have, goods at home, and so am come to see the world. You didn't think I could pull it off, did you?
That's another thing about Shakespeare. One cannot just merely relate to plays or find something applicable to learn from them, but many lines have found their way out into the world and ingrained themselves in people's minds and thoughts. Familiar with the famous deliberation, to be or not to be? That is the question. Or, to thine own self be true. Yep, that's Shakespeare. He coined quite a few of our most common cliches and sayings.
So hear my plea, I beg and say you see a little hope for me. To fight or flee, to fight or flee. I ask myself to be or not to be.
He asks to be or not to be. A rogue and peasant slave is what you see. My son who loves his mother's knee, and so he asks to be or not to be. In his plea we beg of thee, and say we see a little hope for he.
To fight or flee, to fight or flee. I ask myself to be or not to be.
Chances are that, by this point, you've come up with a few examples of your own. They could be anything: music, song lyrics, plays, movies, or literature. The point proven is that for a man dead for a good 400 years, he can still influence modern culture, but most importantly, its youth. A year doesn't go by in high school in which we haven't read one of his plays. The works are so tremendous that much can still be learned from them, despite constant usage and the passage of time. Because his influence is so valuable, writers use it to their advantage, pulling lessons and values that are useful and necessary for youth and people in general to learn. Shakespeare acts as a role model, conversationalist, and hero for writers and readers alike, and, putting his legacy aside, ties the literary world together.